Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 6 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me as always and now pictured on your screen is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with our Wild Thing Minnesota Wild 2023 draft and free agency period. Jeff, since the last time we were on here, some things have happened. Most notably, we made a big trade, which is now pictured on your screen. We were not going to re-sign Kasperi Kapanen, so we were trying to find somebody who might want to sign him. Kovanov has never really developed enough for him. He was going to be an RFA. So we managed to package those two guys together along with a third-round pick and the rights to a prospect we had whose name I don't want to even attempt to say because I'm sure I'll get it wrong. To LA for their first round pick this year, which is going to be a fairly late.
Kangas.
Yes, going to be a fairly late first round pick this year. But that gives.
So we got two first rounders and one really early second rounder. So I think we've got about 3 picks clustered in the 25 to 35 range.
Yes, so we do have some movement. Now this is also good because even though Braden Holtby's been here for a few years, he's walking away. He actually dropped down to 3 stars. So at age 33, perfect time to wave goodbye to him. Tyler Parsons has jumped up to 3 stars. And then Hunter Jones is up to 2, as well as Akira Schmid has got up to 2 as well. So we might have a little bit of a backup or some pressure on our backup. And we'll likely look at drafting a goalie this year, possibly fairly highly because it's been a while too. But we have lots of ammunition between.
Yeah, I don't think that Kotechka, the Czech goalie we took a few years ago, is going to turn into anything.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. But we have 2 first rounds, 2 second rounds, a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, which isn't a bad way for us to get worked on stocking up. Other than that, again, we'll just take a quick look here at upcoming free agents. Holtby's going to go. Brennan Menel's going to go. We have better guys coming. Alex Lafreniere wants way too much money, and so he's basically sitting at the door. Evgeny Malkin played all right for us, but got hurt. Not even sure if he wants back. I don't think we need him back with the guys we have coming. Nantel was a great fill-in.
Yeah, he won't negotiate.
Yeah. Giroux, time for him to move on, 23. He's only 1 star. He's not going to be worth much. And Jordan Wheel, we just signed as kind of an emergency guy. And, he put up 40 points in the minor leagues, but again, not really something we need. The only other big thing for us to do, which you need to remind me after the draft, Jeff, is we have some unsigned free agents. In particular, we have Riley Kidney, who is 1.5 stars, 3.5 potential, had 113 points in the QMJHL last year. Need to get him signed, as well as very possibly a guy who will be on our team next year, which is Francisco Pellini, who had 117 points, actually a little bit down from the year before, playing as a 19, 20-year-old in Kitchener.
Oh, we don't even have him under contract. I thought we did.
Yeah, so we got to get him under contract too. He was a pretty good round 7 pick, he's a round 7 pick, so that might actually be a nice grab for us if he becomes a 7th rounder who's a star for us. So we got to make sure those guys sign. We might also want to look at somebody else,
or even a useful player.
Yeah, Simon Forsmark. We might want to get him signed too. But yeah, so right now there's not too much. Looking at the NHL entry draft order, you can see here we're picking 14th, and then we picked up LA's first rounder, which is 22nd. And then we actually have pick 33, the first pick of the second round. So not bad, and pick 46. So yeah, 4 picks in the top 50. Can't ask for much more than that to try and help us speed up this rebuild. I simmed all the way through. I re-signed a bunch of our scouts and coaches who wanted to come back. Nothing else too major happened. Although I should say this, guess who won the Stanley Cup, Jeff, if you didn't look or didn't see it? Because
I did.
Because
Do you want to announce it or should I?
Oh, I'm sure he's going to show up in chat here soon, and I have it up on screen now. It's the Detroit Red Wings win the 2023 Stanley Cup, beating, of course, San Jose. San Jose just nudged out Winnipeg, which I think Winnipeg won last year. Am I right or wrong about that? I think Winnipeg won last year. So, yeah, Detroit finally wins. So I'm assuming...
I think so, yeah.
Assuming P-Wog will show up here soon. So that was excellent for us.
No, Winnipeg was actually 4 seasons ago.
Oh, was it? Okay. It was Tampa last year, was it?
Tampa was last year.
Okay. So Tampa didn't even make the playoffs this year. That's right. My bad. I'm getting games confused. So Detroit, just taking a quick look at their list, there is not a lot of players on there you would expect other than Zadina, and Mantha's still on there, and Larkin too, I guess. All right. But Jonathan Taves is on that team. Chris Kreider, Adam Earn. Okay, there's a few more than I thought. I take it back. Veleno's on here. Bertuzzi. Torrey Krug ended up there. Mark Giordano. Stuart Skinner and net, along with Philip Larson. So, again, one goalie had an 899 save percentage. The other guy had a 909. Not exactly great numbers there, but hey, it got the job done for them. But with that in mind, we're going to go right to the draft page using taskbar down here, and we can see this is, I believe, Jeff, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, is the last draft with real players or having some real players in it. Is 2023?
There's, I can't remember if I added, there are a couple of guys that will go in 2024, but I can't remember if I added them before or after we
started this game.
Or before or after we made the database that was used in this game.
Yeah.
I may have done it after the release, and I think this is pretty much close to the release one.
Yes, absolutely. So Connor Bedard, who is consensus number 1 pick, even talking now, he's probably going to be the number 1 guy unless something drastic happens. If we just look, he, of course, goes first overall to Chicago, which I know you're probably really shocked by. And then, all right, Seattle takes Joseph.
And I just checked, and the real guys are actually in the next year's draft. There's 2 of them.
Okay, all right. And Seattle grabs Joseph Rapon, I think you say something like that. Interesting
Rapon,
guy.
I think.
Yeah, defenseman.
Slovakian defenseman.
Yeah, a little bit of injury tendency there, so be interesting for him. All right, we're just going to pick until we do. So taking a quick look, a lot of forwards, but there's actually 2 goalies have went already, surprisingly, in the top. Oh, right, I forgot. We didn't have our pick this year. I was thinking we were picking 12th. I was wrong. We were picking 22nd.
Oh, it was Vancouver.
It was Vancouver's. Vancouver had our pick. So with our pick, they took. Oh, wait. Ottawa ended up with that pick? All right. Oh, no. 14th. There we go. Kobe Barlow from the Guelph Storm.
All 14th. Right. 14th?
Yeah. So we're picking at 22. My bad. I forgot about that. That's right. Okay. So our top rated Canadian, and now there is I believe that's Czech, Andrei Molnar, Slovakian, playing in the Slovak League. All right, my bad. And then there's Mac Jennison, a goaltender, Johan Jensen. 2 names that are very similar back to back.
Don't think we want to take a goalie in the first round.
No. The guy I'm immediately looking at, we do need some defensive depth help. So QMJ Cheller, Justin Trepigny, guessing that'd be how you say it. Not really sure. Jeff, feel free to correct me on that.
Banye.
Yeah.
Banye.
Sure. He's got a little bit of chest issues, but not bad. Take a quick look at his scouting report. Isn't in for the money, like stability. All right. Playmaking ability, takes his training very serious. Weakest part of the game is physical play. Seems very prone to injuries. That's a little disappointing. All right, so he's playing for Cape Breton.
Offensive defenseman, and he's only had about 30 points in each of the last 2 seasons. That's a little suspect.
So what are you thinking? You're thinking maybe we should go after Cam Squires instead? Okay, he looks a little more solid. Playing for Quebec and the Q. He has a fairly normal personality. There you go. That's what you want.
1.5 stars.
Strongest part of the game is skating. Takes training seriously. Doesn't wear down too quickly. Okay,
I think he's a better overall player for sure. But
our scouts disagree there a bit.
And then after that, it drops off to the 3-star guys.
Yeah, but our scouts disagree here a bit, Jeff. His strength is pretty good physical shape and doesn't wear down quickly, but his weakness is he wears down a bit quicker than you want to see. But I think maybe that's going to be the draft.
Something. Yeah, that looks like a bug.
Yes. So something to note anyway. So I guess we're going to take Cam Squires with our first.
Stamina settings.
And so we're going to grab Cam Squires with our first round pick at 22 overall. And we'll pick until human, which means at pick 30. All right. We still have Max Jensen. Is that how you say that name? I'm not sure. Ooh, his legs are red though. I don't like that.
Right.
There's a weakness.
Not a fan of red legs.
Yeah. Injuries are a way of life. He recovers from one just in time to suffer another. That's rough. All right. So maybe we won't take him. So we're down to 3-star prospects then.
Did Trepigny get taken?
No, he hasn't been.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
Oh, was he? Oh.
He hasn't been? Well, now that we're a little lower, I think maybe.
Take a chance on him? The other guy,
I think so.
The other guy I was looking at here, and he's already 1.5 stars, is Mazden Leslie, defenseman. He's 1.5 star, 3-star talent, right defense, playing for Prince George. He looks very good. Game has a bit of a dirty side to it. All right.
Yeah, scored a lot.
Yeah. Strongest part of his game is his playmaking ability. He's capable of handling a pretty heavy workload. Weakest part of his game is his defensive play. Not exactly what you want to see from a defenseman. But
but he is putting up points for
I think
WHL. So.
I think that's going to be the pick here. So we're going to grab him.
Yeah, and Mazden. Cool name.
Yes, awesome name. So we're going to take Mazden Leslie. Okay, we're going to finish up the first round here. And actually, did I see that right? Okay, Justin is still there. So now at the top of the second round, we could take him. If you want to take him.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, we're going to get at least one good defenseman out of the two of them.
Okay, we have a goalie from
If we're lucky
Calgary
to.
ended up playing with Barrie in the OHL. It's interesting. All right, so you're thinking, all right, okay, we will take Justin then with the second round pick, knowing it could be a bit of a risk, but at the same time, we're building up our defensive depth with 2 of our 3 picks, which I like. All right, we're going to sim out till, okay, we're back at picks 46. Nicholas Jones went, just 1 pick after. Montreal jumped on and grabbed him. So if we're looking at taking a goalie, this might be the time if we can find one. I mean, there is Johan Johnson, who is the last 3.5-star potential goalie.
Trying to find him here.
Oh, boy, never mind. Oh, no. Oh, he's literally on fire. That is some scary-looking injury tendencies.
Oh, yeah.
That's...
He's only 18. It's just going to get worse from there.
Yeah, that's not good. So we're just going to look at goalies here. We're going to take the filters off and just look at goalies. Things kind of dropped off pretty quick here. There's 2 Russian goalies, which are always a bit of a gamble to take. And then we're down to 2.5. Maybe we don't need to take a goalie right now.
2.5 stars after that.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll go back to...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I would just... Yeah.
All right. Gudu in the chat says Alex Ciernik in his game, it turns into a good one. And he actually just went 1 pick ahead of us. So thanks for pointing that out, Gudu. Just trying to rub salt in the wound, I guess. Okay, I like this kid's name already, so tell me more about him. Riker Singer. How do you not like that name? From Lloydminster. Had 75 points in 62 games, 187 penalty minutes. Has a dirty side to it. Loyalty to his team isn't a big thing. Stylistically, weakest part of his game is defensive play. He will lose some time to injuries, really? Oops, didn't mean to click back. Well, he's durable.
Yeah, fairly solid.
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, just well-rounded and everything. I don't see any... Yeah, I think so. Not a lot of weaknesses anywhere.
Okay, there's 1 2-star ability guy left, and that name is just amazing. Christopher's Janus Crewmans? (6'2". Extremely prone to injuries, though. Even though he's marked as durable. All right, I guess he's probably not the right pick then right now. All right, we're going to take the guy with the awesome name. Riker Singer. All right, so there's our top picks. And, all right, so we're back at pick 78 now. And so with few 3-star talent guys left. Okay, there's still a defenseman here who interests me. Let's see a little bit more about him. Marco Nurmi. Oh, his arms are red. Oh, I don't like that. All right, I guess we're not going to take a guy who's already got injury proneness. What do you feel about Yaroslav Kornik? Kornik? Czech 18-year-old.
Spell it.
Korinnek.
Oh, Kornick.
He's rated as a 2-star,
just,
but we have him scouted to a 3-star.
Very durable.
Blue chip prospect. He's going to need some time.
Defenseman.
But I don't think he's a bad defensive prospect.
Yeah, not huge, but
No, 5'11". It's not bad.
nothing really jumps out at me as being wrong.
All right, we're going to take a shot at him for a round 3 pick. All right. And pick until human again. So we're at pick 110. Oh, boy, and we're almost down to 2-star guys. Well, I guess we're not taking a goalie now. Oh, there's only one 2.5-star goalie left. And granted, you'll see that our scouting actually improved a lot because we have most guys scouted to level A. The only 2.5-star goalie left is Martin Safarik.
Better coverage this year.
Who appears to be made mostly of stone. Okay, I think we're going to take a chance on this goaltender too.
Yeah, it looks like he played a little bit of the Czech second division, or quite a bit in the Czech second division as a 17-year-old.
Yeah, so there's...
and didn't do too badly, so yeah, there might be something there.
I'll give him a shot. Let him play overseas for another year and then bring him over to the ECHL maybe. All right. Pick until human.
Yep.
And is this our last pick? Be getting close. 2 picks left. 2 picks left.
I don't think we have a 7th rounder, do we?
No, we don't. We moved that. All right. So there is still a handful of 2.5-star guys. Okay, we actually have a WHL player still available at 2.5 stars. He's not putting up a lot of big numbers, though. Cornelius. Oh, boy, he's got red spots. That's not good.
What's the name?
Cornelius Fisher. Yeah. Interesting player, but I don't think
German. That's why his name's Cornelius. I was
yeah.
wondering who would have named a kid Cornelius in 2004. But yeah, I mean, rookie year in North America, he had a ton of playing time and didn't really put up many points at all with it, did he?
Yeah, those red things make me a little bit nervous too. And all right, we're gonna go. Maybe just keep giving a little look
player,
here.
but doesn't look like he's ever going to be a scorer.
Okay, how about Eric Sorensen? Defenseman, playing in Sweden in under 18.
Okay, size, defensive defenseman. He's put up a few points.
See, he's got that same thing on strength weaknesses. Decent stamina, but he's not a workhorse. But he wears down. Okay, well, maybe not.
Just some comparison isn't being made properly.
All right, we're going to take him. We'll continue to add to our defensive depth, which isn't a bad thing. And then with our final pick... Jeff, you wanted to add some size. There is a 6'3" Kazakhstan player left. 19 years old.
Moosin, is that the one?
Yes. Taking a look at his scouting. Moosin has a short fuse. He'll punch or slash first
Very
and ask
durable.
questions later. Ooh.
That size, that's not a problem.
At 19 years old.
In best case, it looks like he turns out sort of like Ryan Donato. Oh yeah, he was passed over in the draft one year. Looks like. Oh no, he's a late birthday.
Okay, here we go. There's still 1-star ability player, 2-star potential guy we could take in the 6th round, which is Nate Danielson. He had 50 points in 33 games with Kitchener. Again, he's from Red Deer, playing in the OHL.
Yeah, it looks like he never made it in the WHL. He played a few years in the Junior A in Alberta, and wound up joining Kitchener in mid-season. Had like a great half a year.
Yeah, well, that's where one of our players is too. Oops, I clicked on contract, not scouting. I don't know. He seems interesting enough. All right, we're gonna draft Nate Danielson as our 6th round pick. Why not?
Yeah, already.
He's a guy who might turn into something. And with that, the draft is over. So we're going to continue one day. And now we need to make sure we sign.
You got to sign some guys before you
yes,
keep going.
Before we lose them. And all right. So I want to go to unsigned draftees. And the first guy I want to sign is Francisco Pinelli. No, that's not right. Pinelli. Meet demand. And we're going to try and sign Riley Kidney as well. All right. So our first round pick, Mazden, offer him a contract too.
Do you also want to think about signing a couple of the other guys we've got on the unsigned draftees list? I was thinking Forsmark, the Swedish defenseman with Lethbridge, had a great first year in the WHL.
Yes. He's a captain.
How many contracts are we at?
We got enough room. We are at 40 contracts right now, so we're okay to add a few more.
And maybe we should sign the Czech goalie we drafted a few years ago.
I thought you said you weren't worried about him.
And put him... well, we're down to 4 goalies now. We could put him in the ECHL.
Well, why don't we leave it for and see who's available in free agency first before we rush him? I mean, we hold his rights for another couple of years.
Yeah,
do we
you
not?
can do that anytime.
Yeah. And all right.
Yep.
All right, so we've made those first few offers. Some of our players, we just need to wait till July 1st to make them offers because they're too young for this very moment. And let's see here. Oh, yeah, we just picked up 3 contracts. That's right. Wyatt Johnson wants number 55, but he's not going to have it. He can have number 65. Liam Arnsby can have 75. Actually, no, he can have 71. Malkin, who cares about Malkin? Malkin can have 92. And Zach Dean wants 14, but Riley Sutter has it already, so he can have 41. Okay, I forgot about those contracts that were buried. So that means we're probably at 44 contracts. Okay, so we better not sign anybody here. Now, granted, some of the players we've signed to, we could send back down to the minors. And that'll hide their contracts for a year. But some of those guys who just came up could easily be starting on our team next year.
Juniors, not minors?
Yeah, juniors, my bad. Could easily be starting on our team next year because they were ripping it up in the juniors. And they're 2-star talents already, so. So we'll have to take a look to see where our depth chart stands. And good news, Pinelli has signed, who was the biggest worry. And of course he wants the number I just gave out. Because why wouldn't he? He wants 71, which is the number I just gave out. So he's going to instead get Ray Bork. He's going to get number 77. All right, so Pinelli turns in, and he's shown up at 3 stars. Was he not ranked higher than that? Am I wrong on that? I thought he was 3.5.
No, I think it was just 3.
All right. Either way, a good 7th-round pick. Gudu asks in the chat, how should you order the rating selecting captains? Leadership, determination, team player, or what do you think?
First 2 are right, but team player doesn't really matter. Leadership first and determination. And think about you probably age too. You don't really want a super young guy as captain.
Okay, so upcoming free agents, we're going to lose 7 players to contract. And I did qualify Lafreniere already. Right? He still wants 5 million, so that's not happening. Now, Jeff, okay, we have Forsmark signs his contract, as does Riley Kidney.
Okay.
Which is good. Gives us a little bit more depth, which will boost our AHL team. And everybody wants the same numbers. So they're going to get the reverse. 48. All right. And all right. There is some firings. Luckily it isn't us. Oh, Toronto fires Jared Bednar. And they hired Ian Laperriere. Ron Sutter is fired. Wade Redden becomes head coach. And John Cooper is fired from the Florida Panthers. Christian Forley is the new head coach. Big news, though. We didn't get fired again. We did get a contract extension earlier. That was in one of the things that happened when I was streaming up to this point. And our season summary. We were not manager of the year. We did not reach playoffs. We did have a winning
looks
season.
pretty good.
What's that, sorry?
Just barely.
And we got 11 for
And
a
you're saying
season.
job security was still solid?
We're going to continue to work on coaching prospects. And I'm going to put it up on coaching goalies a bit. Coaching defense. All right, Jeff, we talk about this every single time we come to this day, and it is June 30th, so I'm hitting continue. Jeff, why does it take so long to go from June 30th to July 1st? In case this is the first time you're watching the stream and you've seen this, not seen this happen before, or you've experienced yourself, what's going on?
Yeah, that's the date it switches over to the new season. So everything has to get updated. All the player contracts have to be checked if they expire, if guys become free agents, some retirements in there too, and just a huge amount of housekeeping for the game. Everything gets done on that date that the new season starts. So this, depending on your system, it can take a minute or two to work through.
Or maybe even a little bit longer. And as you continue to go throughout the years, and again, we started this in 2019-2020 season, so we're in 4 seasons deep at this point. It can take a bit of time for all those things. And again, as players continue to age out and retire, it's interesting to see how the league evolves. And so, question, Jeff, are you, as we're watching this happen, are you excited for hockey to return?
I'm curious. I'm not sure how well this is going to go. I mean, it looks like the NHL's in much better shape than any other league. The MLS thing is just turning into a train wreck, it seems like, teams and players dropping out. But hockey seems relatively no major problems so far, at least.
Yes, it's definitely interesting. Although Montreal apparently had a bunch, right? So, breakout and Max Domi staying away and trying to decide if he's going to play or not.
Yeah.
Well, they said there was a couple of false positives. But yeah, I'm very interested. I was also curious that Winnipeg and Vancouver are playing exhibition game against each other.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see they got that, huh? And they only get the one exhibition game, so.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny because they said they're going to keep it regional, and then the regional was Winnipeg versus Vancouver because,
Well, sort of regional. I mean, the Alberta teams have to play each other, and we're the only other two Western Canadian teams.
I guess. But it's just funny when you think about how physically far it actually is. I'm still curious, too, when the draft is actually going to happen.
That's supposed to be October, isn't it?
It's supposed to be, but I'd still like a firm date.
I don't remember the exact date, but it was in October. Yeah.
And
Should be almost.
All right. Let's see if we lost anybody. Let's see. We lost a veteran coach. Bob Mason retires at age 62, who I think actually just signed a contract extension, but apparently changed his mind. So it looks like we're going to need a new coach of some sort. Okay. Board conference update. Craig Leopold had hoped you would reach the playoffs, but you didn't make it despite this bad performance. Ouch. Craig Leopold is satisfied with your work as general manager and thinks you were able to bring the team back on track. Has specified the following objectives. Playoff race. And all right, got a nice big budget. And we can see who's retiring. Shea Weber retires. Pekka Rinne retires. Duncan Keith retires. Braden Holtby actually just says, nope, he's done. And walked away. Alex Goligoski retires. Development report. Malkin drops again, which doesn't affect us because he's gone. Tomas Nosek. Yoel Armia. Cody Eakin. Keith Yandel. Jonathan Taves wins the Stanley Cup and then walks away. And just, okay, give me 1 second here. Something happened here. I'm just going to blank the screen here for a minute. And make sure I hit the right one. That one. There we go. Hooray, we're back. And all right, continuing here. All right, so we have one thing affecting us. All right, so we need to assign a new coach is our big thing. We lost a coach here. So we're going to take a look at that right away before we forget. So we lost our goaltending coach. All right, that's an easy enough fix. So we'll look at some free agents. Going to sort this down just by assistant coaches. And then I'm going to look at their training and look for a top goalie coach. All right. I always have a bit of a fondness myself for okay, now I'm torn. For ex-NHL goaltenders. So I have Bill Ranford, who is the first name immediately popped up, and I'm tempted by, but I can see one of my favorite goaltenders growing up was, of course, Winnipeg Jets goaltender Bob Essenza. So I think we're going to have to. Who I believe Bob Essenza is actually the goaltending coach of Boston right now. But I think we're going to have to grab him and hire him as an assistant coach. So we signed Bob Essenza. Now we just need to set him as our goaltending coach. All right, one more blank screen again here for a minute. Sorry about the blank screens. Trying to find out. Oops, there we go. Jeff, are you back? As we wait to see. And let's see. All right. I think Jeff might be back. Not 100% sure.
I'm back. Yeah, Steam
Alright.
apparently decided to log me out of chat spontaneously for some reason.
That's fun. Nice when you blame me for it. I'm like, I didn't do anything.
No, it wasn't you this time.
So we just signed Bob Essenza to be our goaltending coach because, you know, we needed a new goaltending coach, and we might as well take the ex-Winnipeg Jet. Although I was tempted to take Bill Ranford.
Of course.
Bob Essenza, you know, he does have a Stanley Cup coach in Boston. So we are now, okay, taking a quick look. Excuse me. Have our team, still not what I wanted to do. We have 40 contracts. Just taking a quick look at our who's on our roster screen right now. Yeah, okay, so the guy we signed, Forsmark, can play in the minor leagues, which is where he's probably going to be because he's only 1 star. He can't go back down to the WHL again. So right now, Hunter Jones is going to be our number 2 goalie. So we're just going to call him up anyways. And
Have you tried negotiating with Lafreniere now?
no, we haven't. We were just finishing getting that scout. Or not scout, the coach back. And I'm just trying to look here at our team just to see what we really need. Right, Nolan Allen could easily be on this team next year for a defensive replacement. If we could grab another defenseman, it wouldn't be a bad thing. And, oh, yeah. Unsigned draftees here, just so we can take a quick peek. So we're just going to go information. Nobody's really ready yet, but Cam Squires deserves a contract. Because he was our first round pick. As was Mazden, so he can get a contract too. If he becomes 2 stars, we might want him on our team. Apparently, Nate Danielson is very happy about being drafted by us and all ready to go otherwise. I don't think we really need to rush anybody else. Everybody else is half stars, so letting them hold on for a little bit. We have nobody expiring immediately, so that's probably okay. So looking at free agents. There's a 22-year-old goalie who's 5-star potential, possibly? From Sweden, Hugo Einfeldt? Tell me about Hugo.
I don't know if he's still 5-star potential, if he's 22 and...
He was drafted in the 3rd round by Tampa Bay. Allenfelt. It's an L, not an I. My bad. Allenfelt.
Allenfelt, yeah, and they haven't signed him. Doesn't really look like anything's wrong with him.
I'm just gonna poke
Maybe
an
a little
offer
slow
at him.
developing.
We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Dylan Holloway is available as well. Former first-round pick of Arizona. Didn't sign with them. Signed an AHL deal and then walked away.
Oh yeah, played 4 years of college.
Yeah,
and just decided to go for free agency instead of signing with Arizona. Yeah, they'll get more money. Well, no, it's still an entry-level contract, but he
closer
gets
to
go where
free
he wants
agency.
now.
Ilya Sorokin is also available on free agency, but I don't think we really
Son
need
of
him.
former Canuck Bruce Holloway.
Okay. Former Winnipeg Jet draft pick Jared Moe is available as well. All right. Kapanen did not resign. He's available as a free agent. Jack Roslovic is available as a free agent.
Oh, so we could just take him back now.
We could, but it wasn't like he was performing for us. Capo Kakanen's there too. Malkin's there too. Wonder what Malkin wants. Just really curious. Yeah, he wants $6 million in 2 years and no movement. Not a chance. Okay. Lafreniere, what do you want now?
Yeah, he had a decent season for us, but
Okay, Lafreniere still wants $5.7 million, so he's going to continue to sit. Because he is not getting that. Not happening.
give him about 2 weeks, and then if he hasn't had any offers again, try again. Might get an offer sheet before that, though.
Nate McKinnon is a free agent as well.
Yeah, he's 27. He's just old enough for UFA.
He would look pretty good on our team. What's our cap space right now? $65 million. We do have enough to make an offer to
You
him.
should have a lot because with
Clearing out those two guys, yeah.
easily with Holtby and Malkin gone.
All right, let's see what Nate McKinnon wants. Ooh, boy, that would be an excellent addition. Oh my God, he wants $12.65 million for 6 years. Oh,
Yeah, that wasn't going to be cheap. But I mean, is it worth it to get him off of Colorado and onto our roster?
boy, that's tempting.
You're stealing from a divisional rival.
God, he's 12.6.
And you can go a little low. I mean, sometimes
I'm just trying
I'm not sure what the cap situation is around the league. If it's relatively tight for everybody else, you may not be able to get 12 out of somebody. Although it looks like the Rangers have some money to spend, so does Pittsburgh.
Okay, we're going to offer him just a 4-year deal. And we'll structure it 10 million, 11 million, 12, 12 and a half. Oh, let's ask for a response. Not bad, but he still wants 12.53 for 6 years. Oh. Let's offer him a 5-year deal. We're getting closer, he says. $12.29. Okay, if we straight up just offer him $12 million, 12.5 for the last 2. Now he's getting sad, so he's probably not going to sign with us anyways. All right, we'll add the 6 year and take away the no movement clause. Oh, he won't even. Whew. We can't even submit the offer. I think we've bummed him out so much. He's so sad about it. He won't even...
Well, we tried.
Okay. If I changed it, I can submit the offer if I go to 12.25 million. You take that off. Okay, he will not do without the no movement clause. Do we want to try and do it without the no movement
Oh,
clause?
yeah, that's not surprising.
What do you think? Do we make this offer?
You mean with?
Yes, with it.
I'd go for it. I mean, you're not going to get another shot at a guy like that anytime soon.
All right, it has been offered. Do we want to offer anybody else a deal? Okay, what does Sorokin want? I'm just curious. Yeah, he wants 7.85 for 5 years. Not gonna happen. Apparently, Winnipeg let a... Oh, he was on Boston. David Gustafson is available. What does he want? $1 million for 3 years. Do we need forward
That's
depth?
a pretty decent deal for what's
23 years old.
not really, but geez, that's a good deal. It wouldn't hurt.
I'm going to try and put him on a two-way deal.
Worst case, we lose him on waivers. It's only $1 million or so in salary. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go for that.
We'll offer him 100,000 to be in the minors. No, he's not looking for a two-way deal. All right, that's fine. Oh, wait. This is an offer sheet. Never mind. We are not going to offer sheet him. Apparently, I must have turned on restricted free agents. Let's turn that off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's an RFA. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. All right. All right, we're going to take Gustafson off of there because I'm not going to offer sheet him. And, all right. I mean, there's some guys if we needed somebody like a James Van Riemsdyk wouldn't be a terrible add to our team.
How old is he now?
34.
It's not that bad. I thought he was older. What does he want?
Arvid Holm. I never looked. Let me just see. It's more, what do we need? He wants 5.7 in a 2-year deal. So as our team right now, just taking a quick look. What's Peterson out for? 1 to 2 more months. Oh, man. I mean, if we get McKinnon, I think we're probably pretty good. Maybe a defenseman would be nice. So maybe just take a quick look at defensemen available.
No, I think we're pretty deep on D right now. We must have at least one young guy ready to move up, don't we?
Not,
Sandberg, maybe?
yeah, I guess.
Or
Maybe.
Rafkin?
Just taking a quick look at top potential guys here. Luke Prokop. 21 years old, 3.5 star. Potential 1-star talent. Round 3 draft pick at Carolina in 2020. All right, what's he want for a contract? No, he's going to get a 2-way deal, though. Oops. Just trying to build up our defensive depth. Okay, we're going to advance to the next day. We'll see what happens. All right. And I guess we have been going here over an hour, so we'll just try and see if we get our signings done. And that'll help dictate where this team's going. If we get McKinnon and the goaltender, too, would be nice. Because I am intrigued by a 5-star goaltender possible. Even if he's only 2 stars now. I'm thinking we're not going to sign McKinnon, though. I'm sure he's probably pretty upset. So if somebody else gave him a good offer, he'll probably go there.
Yeah, and it looked like there was a little bit of money out there. Just curious to see where he winds up.
All right. Bunch of national team offers. North Korea offers us a national job.
That seems dangerous.
Czech Republic offers us national team job. All right, let's see. Looks like our rookies are going to side. Dylan Holloway looks possible. Hugo, probably not. Oh, crap. Nathan McKinnon signed. All right.
With us.
With us. Oh, boy.
Okay, well, we got some scoring next year at least.
Yes, that's going to change our depth chart a bit.
Ben should be happy.
So now we have McKinnon, Peterson, Point, Ratu. And if Lafreniere ever drops his offer, maybe he'll be on this team too. Okay, good thing we didn't sign anybody else.
And if we don't get him back, we can put Pedersen on the left wing.
Yeah, we're going to have to consider some things there. All right, with that, I think this is probably a good spot to stop. I'll be going through, and if I make any big moves here, watch our Twitter account, which is, of course, @FranchiseHockey. Still probably going to look to try and maybe pick up a second-round pick because we do not have one from the, I believe that was a Braden Point trade. We still don't have our second-round pick, but we do have a third-round pick, or 2 third-round picks this next year.
Yeah, well, 2 third-round picks.
Yes. So with that, I think it's best to say thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We are streaming every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're @Franchise Hockey. We can find a link to our official Discord as well. And, of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to official forums. We can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team, or anything else you might have missed. And in case you missed it, we have moved Franchise Hockey Manager 6 to the new off season, although maybe not the best choice since the season's actually just getting ready to kick off. The off season price of $19.99 USD. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, we will be back next week with our 1970s Canucks game. Hopefully, we can not get knocked out of the playoffs in the first round this time. No, I think we made it to the second round last time. So we'll continue with that. And I think we may have some other FHM 6 news actually coming sometime in the next week or so. Not sure the exact date yet, but we'll let you know about that when it happens.
All right, excellent. So thank you very much, and we will see you all again next week.